Hello, fellow travelers!
Hello.
It's Neil here.
And I'm Kimberly.
And this is To Travel and Tour TV. Welcome in, everyone. It is Wednesday afternoon, almost Wednesday evening, and that means it is time to talk some travel again.
Yes.
So we do have some things we definitely want to talk to you about today. And of course, as usual, there's going to be a guest in the background. I can already hear you thinking, oh, I know where that is. Well, we'll see about that. Anyway, so there will be that. There's going to be a new fellow traveler over the week. There's going to be a new travel vlogger spotlight. So all in all, I would say we're going to have a full program today, and we have been looking forward to it. So let's have a look here. Who is all out here? Oh my goodness, Anthony, you were really early. That comment came in just after 4, almost an hour and a half before the live stream ever started. Anthony Simone, our moderator in the house. So let's give Anthony a big and warm welcome. There we go. Welcome back in the International Travelers Hangout, Anthony. I see Christine is in the house. Oh my goodness, that has been a while. Hello, I'm sick this week, so I may make this.
We hope you're here.
We hope you're here, and we hope you're not so sick that you cannot be with us. But yeah, for sure, if you really are not feeling good, then by all means, take your rest, and hopefully you will feel better soon. Kimberly, I think you should read Dewey's comment here.
I am sick.
Yeah, there's more. That the sentence continues after those 3 dots.
No, it doesn't.
All right, go ahead. I
am sick of the cold. Me too. Think I will self or elf prescribe if you're Santa.
Elf?
Because he dresses like Santa. Get it? A trip to someplace warm like Mexico.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, about Mexico. Today is the 10th of February. Doesn't ring a bell, does it? Well, for us, it sure does. Because today is going to be the start of the final countdown to our trip to Mexico. Today, it's exactly 10 days that we're away from once again going to Cancun.
Yes. Now, keep in mind, too, we are traveling to Baltimore the day before.
That's right.
So the 20th, we will be driving. We'll be traveling to Baltimore.
The 20th will be driving. Yeah, okay. But that is when it starts, because you have to start counting from the moment you leave your door. That's right. The moment you shut the door behind you, you're traveling. It's that simple.
Baltimore's still part of the trip.
It sure is. I mean, there's going to be that great dinner at the Stained Glass Pub again. Yes. So we're looking forward to that. I see Anne Handley is in the house. Anne. Hey, Anne, how are you today? Welcome in. Cheryl and Ed from Travels with Cheryl and Ed are also in the house. Welcome back, guys. Cheryl and Ed, who have been more and more so showing up in our live streams.
We're glad to have you with us.
Yeah, absolutely. It has been noticed. Thank you so much for coming again. And greeting us over here. Awesome. And hey, look who's in the house here. Finn Blue Lane RV Live. Welcome in. If I'm not mistaken, it was Bill and Nancy. I do remember that you introduced yourself when you showed up for one of the first times in our live streams. If I'm not mistaken, that was during a Night Owl edition.
Probably.
When things were kind of getting out of hand just a little bit.
Never.
No, of course not. No, I'm sure. Anyways, welcome in, guys, and awesome to have you with us once again. I see our Duchess of
Hola!
Drinks is in the house. Megan Morris. What does Megan say?
Hola.
And?
Mexico!
All right. Fantastic. Megan Morris, also a moderator in the International Travelers Hangout here. And for those of you who are not aware, Megan is actually one of those very few that ended up going with us on our very first group trip to Mexico. Big welcome in to the Duchess of Drinks. Can't imagine it being much warmer in Kentucky than it is over here.
You realize you don't have Kentucky circled on that map.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. You have Tennessee circled.
No, I know that is Kentucky.
It was Tennessee.
No, Kimberly, I am able to discern the shape of Kentucky from the shape of Tennessee. My gosh, I've lived here 7 years. I hope I'd know by now. Anyways,
Most
let's
Americans,
see.
we don't.
Those are your words, not mine. Those are your words. Dewey says, the background actually looks like a hotel I used to run, but I doubt you've been here. Yeah, I don't think it's actually a hotel, Dewey, but we're certainly going to get that because everyone, I think, is going to be rather surprised about where this is. So, Thin Blue Lane RV Live is pointing out that it's hot down in Florida.
Well,
yeah,
we've gotten snow up here in Pennsylvania.
I think 80% of the country has gotten snow, but Florida, of course, is not prone to that. So,
well, no. Oh my God, would they panic?
Yeah, I think they would. Dewey saying, and I leave town tomorrow.
I know, he's going away.
That's right, Dewey.
You're going to California, right?
You're going to be traveling already. That's awesome. Hey, look, Brett and Kimberly in the house from Midlife Crazy. Welcome in, guys. And it was a very nice show you did yesterday with Bill and Lucy from MGM Family Travel. That was awesome. So big welcome to you. Megan says, same, we're going to stay in Cincinnati. Hilton the night before cost about the same as it would be to pay for parking. Yes, and that is why we always do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, for the money you spend anyways in parking, you might as well save yourself the stress.
Yeah, it's so much less stress.
Fly out like the day after. Hey, look at that. 3 points for my memory. Bill and Nancy, it was indeed.
I had no idea, to be honest.
Well, at least one of us did.
One of us did. And we're glad to have you with us.
Absolutely. Dewey says driving to Indy tomorrow, then flying from there to San Diego on Friday, and then the next Friday from San Diego to Cancun. Where's Cancun?
Mexico!
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, so Dewey is going to be starting to travel very, very shortly already. That's awesome. Tyrannical Covers in the house. Hello, everyone in the chat. Going the Dutch way this time.
Hello.
That is great. Bill and Nancy saying, getting into... into what? A hand. I see a hand. Waving. Deb Wright is in the house. Hey, good evening, Deb. Welcome in. Deb Wright, long-standing member of our community, all the way from Canada, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. Bill and Nancy, impressed by my memory. Well, hey, that doesn't happen too often, though. So you must have made an impression. That's great. Let's see. I see a lot of meetings and greetings going on. Tyrannical Cover saying, no, Neil, you're wrong. About what? Megan says, yes, Neil, very cold here. We are getting an ice storm tonight. The Duchess has already booked a hotel in case our power goes out.
Oh, my God.
So that is, that is already the case then, huh? Travel Cover saying, Neil, you had it circled wrong. No, I know what the state of Kentucky looks like. I am very, very certain. No, because here, Dewey verified it. Tyrannical Cover's just trying to get me off track here, just like you. You are both into it. Dewey says, Neil had Kentucky circled. I scroll back to check. Dewey, thank you so much for verifying. Thin Blue, Bill and Nancy saying you said getting out of hand that night. I said getting into hand. Oh, okay. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. It seems like our All Roads Lead to Travel game, which is getting ever more infamous, is getting a bit of an aftermath at this point. Nick says Kentucky is identified correctly, but the arrow is coming from Bowling Green instead of Lexington in Central. Okay. All right, Nick. Well, first of all, welcome in. Second, as long as the arrow points to Kentucky,
it's good.
It's fine by me. But anyways, let's give Nick D, who's also a moderator in our live stream, another. Let me see. We have something for Nick too.
Yeah, we do.
There we go. Big welcome to Nick. You know, when I was making those clips for our moderators, I kind of tried to put a little bit of thought in the music I selected for each and every one of them. And I'm, for some reason, particularly pleased with the piece of music I selected for Nick.
Isn't that nice, Nick? He thought about you the most.
Okay, Kimberly, we'll go with that. Whatever you say. Anyways.
Whatever I say?
Well, not quite literally. I mean, you wish, but no, not quite literally.
We're getting a new kitchen! You said anything I want, right?
Okay, you're going to live in the yard?
Because we can't afford the house once we get a new kitchen.
You'll have a kitchen, but you won't have the rest of the house anymore.
I can't live in the kitchen either.
Nope. All right. Anyways, let's see. Deb is saying, I basically am across Lake Erie from you. We have the cold, but you got the snow. Ah, okay. That's how it is. Yeah, around the lake, it usually gets pretty snowy out there. Let's have a look here. Nick says, it's like saying you guys are in Altoona.
Neil loves Altoona.
Altoona is nice. They have an interesting railroad museum. They do. What?
That was so funny.
Why is that funny?
Because
why is it okay? But here's the thing: why is it that I can only like the conventional places?
No, you can like any place you like.
A lot of the time, I find that it is the most unassuming places that can have some significance as far as traveling is concerned.
Well, see, this all started with the first time he came to the United States to visit me. Now, I was working I couldn't take a month off work.
Right.
So he had been there a couple of days and I had to work. And friends of mine, Annette and Eric, that we're going to probably be seeing on the way down to Baltimore, came up from West Virginia to spend the day with him. They had never met him before. This was the first time they were meeting him, and take him out for the day. And they said they'd take him out sightseeing. So I'm thinking they're going to take him into Pittsburgh maybe, or even up into the mountains. I had no idea. And they ended up, and he came home and I said to him, I said, well, where did you go? What was it like? And he said, we went to this really cool place called Altoona. And if you're from Pennsylvania, you go, Altoona?
What?
Well, exactly. And apparently there is a railroad museum there, which I have never personally been to, but Eric is a big railroad fan. And it so happens so is Neil, which they didn't even know that at the time. It took him to like the perfect place.
It all worked out.
It worked out good.
Let's see. I see from Scotland all the way. We have Graham Patterson in the house. Hey, Graham. Welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us once again. All the way from Scotland.
Griswolds are here too.
Yeah, let's do one comment at a time, okay? I will get to all the comments.
Okay, I was reading.
Okay, let me worry about the chat.
I'm helping.
You are helping me from the rain in the drop. I know, that is a very Dutch saying, but I think everyone will get the gist of it in here. I see Cruising on My Mind with Davis in the house. Welcome in. That is, I do believe, the first time. So let me tell everyone a little bit about Cruising on My Mind with Dave. Brand new fellow traveler. So first of all, big welcome to you, to our community. And I actually came across a video of his that, I am going to talk about in a little bit.
We should do it now.
We might
now.
As well. We
do
might.
It now.
Okay, fair enough. In a little bit.
Now.
We'll get to that.
I want to do it now.
Why are you always so impatient?
Because I want to do it now.
But you skipped to someone else already.
Okay.
So now I need to go over that because otherwise that's weird.
No, it's not.
Anyways, it looks like Dave is also in Pennsylvania near Hershey.
Oh, nice.
That's awesome. So, and Dave has also joined the To Travel and Tour community. Like I just explained, brand new fellow traveler. And hang in there because we will be talking about his work here in a little bit. What else is going on? I see the Griswolds are in the house. Hey, welcome in, Griswolds. Let's play a clip here because the Griswolds were one of our earliest moderators. There we go. From the state of Oklahoma is the Griswolds, ladies and gentlemen. So, a little bit about the Griswolds for those of you who are not familiar with them. They have a YouTube channel as well, obviously, and they specialize in travel for families with kids. So, if you have a family that includes little ones, then you definitely want to check them out. Cheryl and Ed are saying here we went to the Railroad Museum in Strasbourg. I'm assuming the first G was a B, and that's in Europe then, right? Let's have a look. Hey, looks like Troy is in the house. Good morning, folks. He goes, well, hey, welcome back here in the international live stream, Troy. Good to have you with us this afternoon, almost evening at this point. Oh, look, the crazy Spaniard has joined us. What's going on? You too. There's no BE. Yeah. So, Rafael just making a little bit of an adjustment here. And, well, of course,
ooh, I like this one.
We have a guitar for Rafael because he is from
Spain.
Spain, that's right. So, interesting little fun fact about both Rafael from Visos Travel and the Griswolds. Both are situated in Oklahoma, as you may have noticed, but on opposite ends.
Yep.
So we got both parts of Oklahoma covered now.
That was
That's
important.
Awesome. I didn't say... Are you going to criticize just every letter that comes out of my mouth?
No, I just plan on picking on you today.
Apparently you are. All right, let's see here. Oh. Cheryl, that's saying it's in Lancaster, PA. Oh, okay. I was completely off there. So basically, it is just a place that's called that way, but in Lancaster. Now I got you. All right, so I see a bunch of meetings and greetings. Nick goes, good job. It's pretty close for Oklahoma City. Nick, I'm starting to believe that you're in league with Kimberly to just nitpick at me. Go ahead. Now remember, Nick, you will be traveling with me in a little bit. All right. So, okay, just a quick reminder before we proceed with, one of the first elements of our live stream. If you haven't done so yet, please hit those thumbs up for us.
The earlier you thumbs up, the better it's supposed to be.
Exactly. So that's kind of what we are hoping for. So if you haven't done so yet, hit the thumbs up. If you're not yet a member of our community, hit that red button, turn it gray. Make sure the notification bell is on because we got live streams going on every week. We got, a lot going on, really. So that way you stay updated as to what all is going on. Okay, so like I told you before, we are going to get back to something that we briefly discussed earlier. And that pertains to this part. Travel Vlogger Spotlight.
Yep.
All right, so for those of you who do not know what Travel Vlogger Spotlight is, it is kind of like an element in our live stream that aims to promote someone else's video and get some more traffic their way, maybe some more views on the video that we are singling out. And for this week, there we go. We kind of already gave it away.
Yeah.
We picked Dave from Cruising on My Mind with Dave. We actually selected a short video, but we thought it was kind of relevant given the fact that there has been all kinds of cruise news released lately.
Yeah.
For those of you who follow Cruising with Dawn and Tony and Jenny from Lolita Loca, they have been publishing lots and lots of videos on recent developments regarding cruising. And that is why we thought that this is a very nice little short video to get familiar with Dave and his channel. It's basically what you will see when you're standing at the back of a cruise ship and just looking back. And it is really, really an amazing view. For those of you who are also, just like us, avid cruisers, you know that is absolutely stunning and a great experience to stand there on the aft of the ship and just watch the water go by. So congratulations to Dave on getting into the Travel Vloggers spotlight with that video. So about that, about cruising, Kimberly, we were going to discuss something about that.
Yeah. And I want to know what you all think. There is talk coming around about a place that's very dear to us called Mexico.
Yes.
And Cozumel, Mexico, possibly becoming a home port for cruise ships. And now that does a lot of different things if this does come to life.
Yes.
Because, okay, you know the rules. I forget what it's all called, like all the letters. But if it is, a cruise cannot go to all American ports unless it's an American cruise ship. They have to go to a foreign port. Well, if they make Mexico a home port, whether or not United States is cruising doesn't even matter, because you could go out of Cozumel and even do a cruise to nowhere because the rules don't apply. Or you could do a cruise, just do Mexico, or do islands as they open up. So it would really open up a whole new thing. And the nice thing about Cozumel is its location. And also, too, is if they would start this, granted, there's not a lot of hotels in Cozumel, but there's sure a lot of hotels in Cancun. And you can go right on a ferry from Cancun to Cozumel. So it would make for a very convenient travel. And when you look at, I mean, if we fly from Pennsylvania to Florida, we're looking at 2.5 hours. Now, when we drive to Baltimore and we fly to Cancun, we're looking at 3.5 hours. It's not that big of a difference for us to go to Florida or to go to Cancun, depending on how we travel.
Yeah.
So what do you all think of that? Is it something that you would be interested in doing? If that type of cruising opened up sooner than general cruising in the United States. Oh, and by the way, they've reached out to the MSC.
Ah.
And MSC is currently cruising in Europe, in Italy.
Well, I think what is happening here is that more and more cruise lines are starting to look like, okay, it doesn't seem like the United States is going to be open anytime soon for cruising.
And sure as heck ain't going to be Canada.
Being aware, oh yeah, for sure. But being aware of that, then where can we depart from? So that's not unlike the philosophy that many of us have adopted when it comes to travel in general. What can we do? Where can we go?
But the neat thing is, apparently it was the mayor, I guess, of Cozumel that's like, hey, wait a minute. You know what we can do? Which I thought was remarkable, because during this whole horrible pandemic, I mean, I've gotten such an appreciation for Mexico, as many of us have. And when all of the new things came in about, oh, well, you have to be tested to return to the United States, any flights coming into the United States, Mexico immediately stepped up, figured it out, and put things in place. I mean, within a week.
Yeah, but that's logical, obviously.
But I mean, how fast they did it.
Well, Mexico is particularly in the Yucatan Peninsula very dependent as far as the economy is concerned on tourism. They have to, keep up with developments in the tourist industry.
Yeah, but they've done such a great job.
They have, absolutely.
And now, like I said, in the resorts, like we're going to the Ryu, it has complimentary testing.
Which only makes it easier, because there was fear at first that, you may have to lose a full day having to go to a certain test site somewhere in the city or whatever in order to get that done. Well, no. It doesn't have to be that way.
And at first, people were putting out crazy stuff. You know me. You know how I get about this. So we're not even going to go there. But people are putting in, it's $350 a person for a test and stuff like that. None of which was true. But people were seeing that, and people were like, oh my gosh, there's 6 of us going. It's a whole family. We can't possibly afford that and all this. So it made for a lot of drama.
Yeah.
But
unnecessary
drama. But like a big change like that, I'm very glad they didn't do some of the things that Canada has done. At least not yet. Please, not yet. Don't do it. Don't do it. I like that they told us, okay, this is going to start on the 26th of January. And that was a couple of weeks out. So you have the choice at that point to see what they put in place. It gave Mexico the opportunity to step up. And we were able to see what was going to happen.
Yes.
Rather than, okay, people are in Mexico. Oh, by the way, you're going to need to spend $2,500 per person when you come back in order to stay in a hotel. What?
Yeah, no.
While people are gone, to at least say, okay, in 2 weeks we're going to start this, or even in a week. But oh my goodness, that was just unbelievable.
Yeah. So let's go over the comments here. Cruising on my mind with Dave thanking us. Hey, you're most welcome. You are absolutely most welcome. We wish you the best of luck, and hopefully your channel will know very, very soon some growth.
Yeah, good success.
Rafael says, wait, where's the plane? Oh, it's not your super jet. No.
It looks like it at first, doesn't it?
No, but it's not. Eric B is in the house from Travel Adventures with Eric B. Welcome in, my friend.
Eric.
Awesome to have you in here once again. Eric B, a long-standing member of our community at this point. Megan having a conversation with Eric here. That's right. Eric is coming with us too. And Greg Carter is in the house as well. Hey, Greg, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. Dewey says, I am willing to sail from anywhere as long as they let me on board.
I know.
See, I kind of am predicting that a lot of cruisers will feel about it that way. As a matter of fact, that is something that Don brought up in his video. He said there was this cruise, and it was like a half a year long cruise, like 180 days.
Yeah, that's today's video.
Yeah, and it's sold out, he said,
hours.
in 24 hours. Just completely sold out at the prices of that time.
And we're talking like an inside cabin is like $60,000 a person.
Like something insane. Something absolutely insane.
Can you imagine?
Insane. Yeah. Treadwell covers having converted our live stream into a radio show. That is absolutely fine. Megan is asking, do you think that many of the Caribbean ports would even accept cruises now, or would this Cozumel cruise just be a cruise to nowhere? That's a good question, Megan.
Here's the thing. Keep in mind, Dominican Republic is open. There are private islands that belong to the cruise companies. You could go to those.
Yeah, I think many people are forgetting about that a lot of those islands in the Caribbean, well, a lot. There's several of them that are private islands that the cruise lines can sail to regardless.
Now, here's the thing, too, is like Jamaica's open as well, but with a test. Now, if they have testing on board, for everybody to get a quick test before they get off the cruise ship would make it more doable. Okay, you want to get off in Jamaica, then you need to test. Okay, we get you testing, get you off into your excursion. That would work out fine. There
you go. So Dewey is mentioning to Troy here that he has only signed up for 17 cruises in the next 24 months.
Only 17?
Just 17, Dewey. Dewey clearly not giving up on cruising. And he shouldn't. I totally agree. Do not give up on cruising. Cheryl and Annette are basically following suit here. We would cruise from Mexico, they're saying. Rafael also seems to be in favor of that idea that will make everyone to get a passport to cruise. I think that's a great thing. Less paperwork for cruise port employees.
You know, anybody that asks me anything about travel, and I always tell them get a passport. And they're like, well, I thought you didn't have to have one for cruising. Well, no, you don't necessarily if it's a closed loop, if Florida to Florida or whatever, Baltimore to Baltimore. But if something unforeseen happens while you are abroad and you have to fly back to the United States, it's all extra. Let's face it. If something happened and you have to fly back to the United States, it's a stressful situation.
Yeah.
Okay, something not good has happened. Nobody is ever on vacation. They say, surprise, you've won $10 zillion. And you go, I'm going to fly home.
Yeah, no.
It is something bad that's happened. And you're already under stress. And if you have to get your documentation in order to even proceed in dealing with whatever crisis this is, that's just too much on your plate. So I recommend before you go traveling, get a passport, even if it's not necessarily required, because it trumps everything.
Yeah, you don't have all the hassle. You don't have passport. Yeah, like Kimberly said, it does trump everything. There's zero worries left than that you may not be able to enter a place or not. You're going to be just fine.
Although when we return to the United States, and you might find this interesting because not everybody has a green card.
No. Well, obviously, since I'm a permanent resident, that changes things up a bit.
Yeah, because he's a permanent resident, so he has a green card, and he has a Dutch passport. So when we return to the United States, when they have those self things, you have to put your green card in.
Yeah.
Not your passport.
No, not my passport.
We didn't know at first.
Which is odd.
So, yeah.
All right. Cheryl and Annette are saying we like the private islands the best.
Aren't they wonderful?
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, there's different ones that, we have different opinions about. So Kimberly, for instance, is or was not a fan of Coco Cay when we went there. Now, mind you, that is 5 years ago, so before they remodeled Coco Cay. And I had a great time there, but Kimberly absolutely didn't. She was fighting the seagulls continuously. Dewey says, when renewing a passport, do you have to send in your old one and thus be stuck at home until the new one comes in?
No, we didn't, did we?
No, not to my knowledge, Dewey.
I don't remember, to be honest.
Unless they changed that, no, not. I don't think you have to send in your old one before you get the new one.
He had to go to D.C.
Yeah, if I want my passport renewed, I have to go to the Dutch embassy in Washington, D.C. Oh boy, look what Nick is saying here. My fake Antarctic passport causes so much trouble.
I wonder why.
And it is fake, and it is Antarctic. What could possibly go wrong, Nick?
And it's black and white. It's the color of penguins.
Oh, okay, good to know. I'm glad you are fully aware of what a fake Antarctic passport looks like, Kimberly. That's very mind-easing. Yeah. All right, looks like we have touched 20 people in the live stream. That is great. And just a quick reminder, if you haven't done so yet, get those thumbs up for us.
Yes,
please do. We would really appreciate it. It helps our live stream getting boosted a little bit by the YouTube gods. So, we would appreciate it. And if you are not yet connected with us, hit that red button, turn it gray and become a fellow traveler, and hit that notification bell on. Dewey saying, good to know because I will need to renew mine before the vlogger cruise in 2023. And I did not want to have to stop my other travels to wait for it.
Like I said, I don't think we did.
Yeah. Just double check, Dewey, because so much has changed recently with regards to traveling abroad and passports and all that. So just double check. It's always be better to save rather than sorry. Cheryl and Annette are saying we had to send the old one, but got the new one pretty quick, only a few weeks. Okay.
Okay, like I said, I don't remember.
Yeah, maybe it has changed then. Anthony also reminding everyone to smash the like button. Thank you so much for that, Anthony. And then we are all caught up again with the comments.
And just so you know, we are going to have chicken Diablo tonight for dinner.
Okay, Anthony didn't ask that question yet.
But he will.
Okay, well.
I just want to let him know.
Oh, okay, Kimberly, that was awful random, but okay.
I am.
Deb saying, I guess it is different in the US than Canada, as we do have to mail the old one in for renewal. Huh.
Like I said, I went up to the post office and did everything there, but I don't remember if maybe we did send the old one in. I don't remember. It's been a little while. I mean, mine's still good, but I don't remember.
Yeah. Dewey saying, what time is dinner? I'll be on my way.
After the live stream.
Yeah, that's probably going to be after the live stream. Yeah. Okay, I think we can start to move on with the next part of our live stream, and that is our traditional Guess the Background.
Yes.
So we're going to show you in here. Well, maybe if the door doesn't get in the way, but...
You know what? I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
Small room.
Okay.
And you can do Guess the
Okay, you just moved the entire chair away.
Okay.
Anyways, while Kimberly is going for a small room break, I'm going to have you guys have a look at this picture here that we chose for our background today. So where do you think this picture was taken? We can already tell you there was a picture that comes from us. So it is not a fellow traveler that sent this picture to us. However, we have been known in our live stream to use pictures that were sent to us by fellow travelers. If you would like us to use one of your pictures for this background, you can always send those to 2travel&tour. So basically the name of our channel all at once at gmail.com. Don't forget to write in the message just briefly that you give us permission to use the picture for this purpose. And sooner or later, you're going to see it pop up in our live stream. So let's see if we can have any guesses coming in. I'm also going to go over some more comments. Megan, what about snack? I beat you, Anthony. I don't think there were many snacks today. Actually, the only snack I had, well, what you could consider to be a snack, was this afternoon for lunch. I had some crisp bread with Nutella and peanut butter, and that about summed it up. Anthony, just a fraction late after the Dutchess were having for dinner and snack. Well, Anthony, there you go. There is our answer. Dewey says, at first, the background actually looks like a hotel I used to run, but I doubt you've been here. Yeah, that's just what you said. Megan says, Maryland, since that is where your premiere is on Monday. Oh, clever, Megan, clever. Well, before I'm going to let you know whether or not you're onto something here, I am going to have more of a look at the other guesses that are being left in the chat. Rafael says, I want to get out of here being in the teens the last 3 days, as you can see on a short on my Rafsky channel. Everything is frozen. Oh boy. Oklahoma seems to be dealing with a cold front then. So I see a bunch of guesses. Rafael guessing Germany. Eric also guessing Germany. Nick goes, looks German, so it's obviously not Germany. Shalonette says, looks like Mount Hope Winery in PA. Nathan Rita has joined us. Hey, hello. Nathan, what's going on? Welcome back. Welcome back. All right. So for those of you who guessed Germany, you all fell into our trap. It is not in Germany. You would think it is, but this is really not. Actually, I'm only seeing Austria. One comment. Dave thinking that it was Austria, but it seems like we were unable to fool one person.
I know who.
Where is our Duchess?
There she is, right there.
Maryland, since that is where your premiere is on Monday. Oh my goodness. We were unable to trick the Duchess of Drink because that is very, very true. This is indeed in Maryland, and I see that you actually came up with the exact right answer. That is incredible. Spruce Forest Artisan Village. Yes, that is 100% correct. Well done, Megan. Well done. Yes, and yeah, about that, we are having a premiere of a regular video because we have decided that we're jumping off the shorts train. We're kind of done with that. And we're going back to making normal videos, well, normal, regular videos.
And live streams.
And live streams, yes, that's right. And one of them is indeed about the Spruce Forest Artisan Village as well as the Castleman River Bridge. So that's going to be taking place on Monday at 4:30 p.m. EST. But very good, Megan. Congrats on guessing that so quickly. I see Anthony also fell into the trap. Greg actually thought it might have been the Netherlands. Nah, this is not typical Dutch style. This is not Dutch. Troy thought it might have been the UK. Eric thought maybe Switzerland. Nick Anderson's in home of the country's best pea soup, Bolton, California.
Okay.
Nice guess. Dave had guessed Austria. That's not necessarily bad guesses. What are you talking about?
This comment.
Just an FYI, I just looked it up. Yes, you do have to send your old passport when you renew it. Okay. Thank you so much for clarifying that, Cheryl and Ed. So Dewey, for you and for everyone else looking to renew their passport here shortly, be aware that you will need to send your old passport when you renew it. Looks like Danny is eating and listening. Hey, enjoy your meal, Danny. Enjoy your meal. I see Lovey's Fat Life in the house. Hey, welcome in, guys. Awesome to have you with us today. Welcome, welcome. Troy saying Österreich, going the German way Austria is pronounced. I see some meetings and greetings going on. That is great. And yes, guys, indeed, if you do see some people coming into the chat, be sure to just take those 2 seconds it takes to say hi. We want everyone to feel welcome in here. And sometimes it takes us a while before we get to everyone that entered the chat due to previous comments. Ilana is in the house. Hello, all from a very, very hot Melbourne today. Unfortunately, behind the desk at work. Oh, wow. Well, hey, big welcome into you, Ilana, from the Down Under Cruisers. As the name suggests, indeed, in the land down under, aka Australia. Now, mind you, whereas Rafael was complaining about the cold in Oklahoma, in Australia, mind you, it is summer right now.
Yeah.
And that explains why in Melbourne it is so hot today.
Alana, isn't February the hottest month of the year there?
Yeah, maybe she can clarify that for us. Rafael saying, don't forget to smash the like button. And if you are new here, hit the bright red button and the bell. Thank you so much for that reminder, Rafael. Indeed, if you haven't done that yet, we would appreciate it. Dewey saying, renewal time will be hard for me to find a gap when I do not need to use it. Yeah, you're going to have to, kind of replan accordingly, I'm afraid, Dewey. Lovies. FAT Live saying, Dewey, we misplaced ours last time and sent in for a renewal. Okay. Let's see here. Looks like our Duchess of Drinks is jealous of the weather that the Down Under Cruise are experiencing out there in Australia. Trenigal Covers has just returned. Thank you so much for coming back. We appreciate that. And I think we can start to move on to the next part of our live stream because we have a new fellow traveler of the week.
Yes.
So let's have a look here. Who is going to be the new fellow traveler of the week? Well, we already know.
We know.
Okay. Where is that clip? Right there.
Here we go.
The new fellow traveler of the week. There we go. All right, 6 Traveling Shorts, congratulations. You are our new fellow traveler of the week. Even though you are not in our live stream as far as we can tell at this particular time, doesn't matter. You have been showing up for many live streams of ours before. And we just want you to know that we really appreciate you and appreciate your company in our live stream. So that is why we thought you're really due to become that fellow traveler of the week. So that means that you're going to be featuring on the main page of our YouTube channel for 7 full days. Big congratulations again for the 6 Traveling Shorts. All right, some comments that are coming in the meantime. Ilana says, yes, Kim, usually February is the hottest. The minute the kids go back to school for the new school year, the really hot weather begins. That's how it works there. Tropical Covers is not suffering the bitter cold that the United States is suffering from elsewhere. 72 and cloudy here. Okay, that's not too terrible.
No.
Christine is in the
Christine!
house. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. Hopefully you are doing better than you were at first. So welcome back. Greg says, I renewed my passport a few years ago and had a new one back in 2 weeks.
You want to know something funny? When Neil and I both had to renew our passports at the same time, just coincidence, and he had to go to DC, like I said, to renew his. And I sent mine in, like I said, did through the local post office. Like I went like the day before he did. And you know what? He got his back before I did. I was so
they
surprised.
were pretty swift about that. Nick pointing out that USA.gov doesn't say anything about having to turn in your passport, just that you need to bring the old one with you when applying. Okay. So perhaps that is the way you need to go about it then. Rafael throwing in a good old woo! Tropical Covers is awesome. Congratulations for the 6 traveling shorts from Anne out there, from Ilana, from Greg, from everyone, from what it looks like. Look at Danny. Congrats, #shorts. That's great. Hey, Sherry, what's going on?
Hi.
Welcome in. Sherry from Sherry Awesome Sunsets. And says Nick that she did have to send her old passport when she renewed. Okay, which makes me actually wonder, could it perhaps differ by state?
I don't know. I don't think it should.
Christine says we're going to hit 1 degree on Sunday.
Yay.
Yeah, there's some brutal cold coming for sure. Even more so than we are already experiencing at this time. And pointing out that she lives in New York. Tropical Cover saying, nope, t-shirt and blue jeans. Yeah, that's really not that bad, that weather, from what you were describing to me. Bunch of meetings and greetings. Christine asking, how much is a passport in the US?
It's like $120. Does that seem right?
Unless they raise the price. They have been known to raise the price for stuff like that.
Now, like I said, well, here's the thing. I haven't looked in a while. But if you get your picture, you can do it. You can do everything at the like at the Greensburg post office. You can get your picture taken there and everything. Or you can save a few bucks and get your picture taken at Walmart or Rite Aid, or different ones do the passport pictures. And then they do the paperwork with you, or you can download the paperwork and do the paperwork online and just send it in from there. There's many different ways you can do it. But I think total was around $120. Don't quote me.
Joanette saying you send the old one with the application and they send both the new one and the old one back to you in separate mailings.
Yeah, I do remember. You know what I do remember? When I got my first passport, because I was a grown-up, you had to send your birth certificate and some other documentation, and they sent that back in separate envelopes than your passport.
Yeah. Rafael pointing out that, or confirming that, yes, it is around $120 for a US passport. Okay. Good information for sure. Yeah, those things are not cheap.
Keep in mind, too, this is going for Christine. If you are under, because she has younger kids, if you are under 16, the passport is only good for 5 years. 16 and over, at least that's what it used to be, are good for 10 years.
Right.
5 years, because the little ones, they change so fast.
Yeah. All right, I see a whole bunch of meetings and greetings. Looks like Sherry got quite a warm welcome there. That is awesome. And then we are all caught up with the comments. So there were some more topics we wanted to discuss with you guys. Kimberly, what topics were they? Remember, you have the paper somewhere.
I don't have paper. We did talk about one. We talked about Mexico and about the cruise port opening.
But there were
There's
more.
another thing that I wanted to talk about. If you have, me and Neil were talking about this week. We were talking about direct flights, and we were talking about non-direct flights.
Yes.
And we were talking about first class.
Yes.
Okay. And how much we would be willing to pay to go first class. Now, that's a good question. And what things you should do to I got my whole mind went like this. What was that?
Your whole mind has been going like this the whole live stream.
It just was gone.
It has been. It has been like this unicorn.
Yeah,
Just
unicorn
going everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere. Now, would you rather? This is a would you rather fly first class to Europe? Okay, and the first class flight will make it interesting. 2 stops. Okay.
Okay.
2 stops, but you get to fly first class. There are layovers with each stop, so your travel time is about 20 hours.
A long trip.
22 hours, one of those ones. But it's all first class. Or would you rather do economy direct flight? No stops.
Yeah, if you could have it your way.
Say 7 hours. So 7 hours versus 22. Economy versus first. Which would you pick? Hi, Nancy.
All right. Let us know while we go over some more comments. I see Nancy is in the house from Nautical Nurse. Nancy, welcome in, welcome in. Good to have you in here with us tonight. Awesome. Nancy, who has been also a long-standing member of the community. My gosh, I think she was one of the very first ones I ever got to meet ever since we started our channel. I know. So, soon enough, we will be seeing her again in Mexico too.
I know. Yay!
Yep. Christine says, so I should wait till mine are 16 or over.
No, I'm just letting you know that. It's just one of those pieces of information because Allison, my daughter, had one that was good for only 5 years too.
Yeah. Rafael saying, I know that all of my kids need to renew theirs. 2 of them will be at the 3rd passport already. Wow.
Well, they go back and forth to Spain.
Yeah, probably. That's why. Rafael goes, #Mexico brain. Yeah, that could be it. Because as we were pointing out earlier in this live stream, it is today exactly 10 days, the 10-day mark, until we start our journey to Mexico.
Oh, that's another thing.
What?
I did talk to Nancy about this, and hopefully Dewey and Eric and everybody can do this. They are flying before us. Mm-hmm. They will get there on the 19th. We don't get there till the 21st. Mm-hmm. But the 19th is a night owl edition.
Oh.
Yeah. So we did ask them if they would visit us during the live stream and come live with us. So hopefully they will be able to do that. Y'all think about it. Like I said, we know it's going to be a busy travel day, but we will be doing our live stream, and we would love to have you come live and let us know what we have to look forward to once we get to the resort.
That's right. Nancy says, oh, this definitely looks like a German house here. Nancy, it does. We, however, already played Guess the Background, and I can tell you that you walked right into my little trap. It is not in Germany. This is basically gives you a hint of what our upcoming video is going to be about. This is located in the Spruce Forest Artisan Village in Grantsville, Maryland. So we did a vlog about that, as well as the Castlemans River Bridge that runs that's situated adjacent to this village. And it will be premiering on Monday at 4:30 p.m. EST. Dewey says that he always prefers business or first class since he's a big guy and needs a room. Time traveling does not bother me since that is always one of the fun parts of the trip. Okay, that's a whole different take to go at it, Dewey.
What airline do you have to go on to time travel, Dewey?
You are in rare shape today. You are really in rare shape today.
Nick thought it too.
I'm sure. No doubt, Kimberly. No doubt. Nancy says, I choose the first class every time.
Even if the trip was that much longer.
Yeah. Denny says, I will take 7 hours any day. So no first class there. Sherry agrees with Denny. No stops. Rafael says first class will get you access to the premiere lobby. Yeah, but is it worth it to you? I mean, versus 20 some hours, that's a big difference. I mean, I'd probably still do it though, because if I can lay down in the plane and actually get some sleep, that's worth it to me.
But keep in mind too, you have to get off the plane twice. It's it for layovers.
Yeah, okay, but your first class, you probably, like Rafael says, you will have access to those first class lobbies and stuff, and yeah, no, I'd probably still do that. Oh, you see a hashtag coming in here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Cheryl and Ed are in favor of first class, so they will take the extra time if it means that they get to travel first class. And Rafael says, if it is round trip, then for sure. Yeah, I can see that. Nick, with some information about passports, it is $110 for a full passport. The more restricted passport card is $30, which gives you access to less countries, but a lot of Caribbean places in the Caribbean will accept it. And there is a $35 execution fee for either. And that information comes from travel.state.gov.
Thank you.
Thanks for that information, Nick. Eric says, first, for no extra, I want the experience. It is worth the layovers. I'll chill in the lounge. Yeah, that's definitely a way to look at it. Nancy saying, those passport fees are no joke. No, they're not. Like I said, they're expensive. Danny says, I enjoy sitting in the back near the restrooms.
You know what? We picked that way in the back of the plane more than once, too.
Nancy saying that area works really well with families. Yes, it does. Christine says first class with cost being the same, and I take an extra day or two to allow for the experience.
Yeah.
That's a smart plan. Megan, then, I love plane travel, so I'm down with the extra stops. I've only done domestic first, but would be all about the extra stops for long haul first. Yeah. I can definitely understand that, because you're not going to notice as much of a difference between first class and economy on shorter flights, on domestic flights, as you will on the long hauls.
Yeah, that's why I said Europe,
Yeah. Ilana says, I personally think business class is sufficient, but given those choices and finance were not an issue, well, a no-brainer. First class all the way. So it all depends.
Let's face it, you got to fly like 23 hours to get anywhere from Australia.
Yep. Looks like there is some interest to do that live stream in conjunction with some other fellow travelers. Dewey says she plans to be online from Cancun with us. Nancy is also game. Yes, we got to coordinate that. Awesome. And so, sorry, Kimberly, I missed part of your question. Can you repeat?
Sure. The question was, would you rather do same money, this is important part, same money, like a 7-hour direct flight to Europe, or like a 22-hour flight with 2 stops, but it's all first class?
Yeah. And prices being equal.
Yeah.
Nick says, I prefer to fly in cargo stuffed in a suitcase.
Well, that's how Megan keeps him at home.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
Oh, when he sees me in the airport in Baltimore, if Nick hits me, we know why.
Oh, yeah. We will know why. Christine noting, the house behind you looks like it's Holland. No, that is definitely not the Netherlands, Christine. This is actually the style is German, indeed. But this is situated in Grantsville, Maryland. Mm-hmm. It's part of, it belongs to the Spruce Forest Artisan Village. And that's like adjacent to the Castleman's River Bridge, which we will be publishing a vlog about Monday at 4:30 p.m. EST. Cheryl Annette says, if a price is no object, then I say we just get a private jet.
Okay, sure. Mm-hmm. That wasn't the question. It's one or the other.
Well, basically,
I take private jet too.
It's all right. Cheryl Annette are merely conveying that in for a penny, they're in for a pound.
Yes.
And that's perfectly fine. Greg says it would depend how long the layovers are, and if it's a place I would like to see. If the layovers are only a couple hours in each place, I'll take the direct flight of 7 hours. Okay.
Yeah, like I said, 24 hours.
So, Greg, you would basically leave the airport provided you have enough of a layover to actually go explore whatever city you're nearby then. Okay, that is yet another way to look at it. That's great. Let's see. Megan, that is why I only purchased one ticket on Southwest to Cancun. Gotta love their baggage policy. That's funny.
Oh, I want to tell you that we did have another bottle of wine last night, Megan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was good too.
We had the one with dinner from California. It was very good.
Yep. Now, see, Dewey would be game for that private jet. He tells to Cheryl and Ed for a group event.
Oh,
This
yeah.
would be awesome. Oh, that'd be fun for sure. Christine asking, can I do a live during the flight? Will the pilot mind?
Yeah, they would mind.
They would, Christine. There is a way that you can get online, but the internet, first of all, is going to be nowhere near what it needs to be for a live stream. And second, there's all kinds of restrictions in place due to the equipment of the pilots in the cockpit. Oh, look at that. Hot tub out on the balcony. There you go.
For the live.
For the live. All right. There you go. Deb says, I try to fly nonstop with Southwest because of Glenna. Yeah, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Tranical Cover says, first class, I hate sitting long hours. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
You know what? I think I would do the first class too for the experience, because I've only ever done first class on short flights. So I really do think I would do it. I would do the first class for the experience. With that being said, I don't know if I would do it again.
Mm.
You know, like I might say, well, you know what? I've had the experience. I just rather get there in 7 hours.
Right. Dewey says, when I time travel, I use TWA, TARDIS World Airways.
The TARDIS.
That's a reference to
amazing.
Doctor Who. Clever one.
You remember Trans World Airlines? Do you remember them?
I remember Transavia, but that won't ring a bell with you.
No. Trans World Airlines. That was actually the first airline I was ever on when I was little.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think my first airline would have, I think Martinair, which no longer exists really as a passenger airline. But I think it was Martinair. Not 100% sure, though. So, you know what? While we're talking about it, what was you guys' first airline ever to fly on?
Yeah.
I mean, might as well pass that question back into the chat here. Anne says, but for adults, at least the passport is good for 10 years.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at how much it really costs and how long it's good for, it's not that bad.
Yeah. Travel Cover says that he gets his military discount either way. That is awesome. Yeah.
That's good.
That's great. Hey, Hanny is here from the Beach Life. Hey, guys, just prepping for my show, but wanted to drop in and say thanks for the weekly TTT rage. Much love and hope all is well. Well, hey, we really appreciate you stopping by, Hanny, and you're most welcome, my friend. So we will do it again tonight. Your show should be on in about half an hour from now, I see. So, yeah, we'll definitely send everyone your way. Dewey says the 22-hour two-stop flight will be as much fun for me because it adds to the adventure. That's a way to look at it. Yeah. Yeah,
I told everybody this week that I said, you know, we were talking about the Mexico thing. If Cozumel would open up as a home port.
Mm-hmm.
I told everybody in my group chat for Mexico that if that, and I'm telling all of you this, if that does open up, contact me because I will already have put group space in for that cruise. We're going.
That's great. Greg says if it is the same money, he goes first class. So it looks like for many, it's just a matter of price. Mm-hmm. Eric is also interested in going live.
Oh, good.
Good deal.
Like I said, we'll do our live, you know, our normal Friday night live, and we'll put the link out for you guys so as many of you can join as you want. Or all together under one. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Cheryl and Ed are saying, I once had to take a military transport from Dover AFB to Scotland in a cargo plane, prop plane to boot. Wow. That must have been a rather not so comfortable ride, I would imagine. Christine says, Kim, would you rather travel by tour bus or hang at a resort? I think I know the answer. I think I know the answer too.
Do you?
You really don't like buses?
No.
You'd be resort all the way.
Yeah. Now, will I do a bus if I need to? I certainly will. And if it gets me where I'm going, sure. But I'd rather be at the resort than just on a bus.
Yeah. Megan says, actually, Kim, Nick has his own special place in our home. It is technically a theater room, but I refer to it as his bunker. It keeps him as far away from me as possible. Oh, my goodness. That's funny. and would prefer the direct flight.
Okay.
Rafael goes, well, let's plan a group trip to Europe. Oh, okay, referring to Dewey's private jet for a group idea. Rafael saying, once you have a taste of first class to Europe, you do not want to travel any other way. I do believe that.
Well, you know what? That has happened to us over and over again as far as
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear some crickets chirping.
They just went away again.
All right.
Oh, yeah. I know. When we went on a cruise and I got the Aria package on MSC. And I had already done that once when me and Jake had went, and I got the Aria package again when me and Neil went. And he was all like, well, we don't need all that, and we don't need all that extra stuff. And
I didn't think we did.
And then we did it, and he's like, oh, this is good. This is really nice.
Yeah, when you get to skip a line of 400 people at the cruise terminal, then
there's 4 people.
We're kind of talking. Yeah, we are. Ilana says, TWA, that's a blast from the past. Yes, it sure is. Dewey saying TWA was one of the hugest at the time. I would love to stay at the TWA Hotel in New York. They remodeled TWA Terminal.
Oh, really? I didn't even know that.
Well, now you do.
Hers was TWA, her first one.
Wow, so that was your first one, huh?
They were on a plane together.
There you go. Dave.
Dave?
Apparently, I cannot read English now. Dave, for him, it was Eastern Airlines. That was his first airline he ever flew with. Dewey says, my first travel was on Lake Central, then became Allegheny, then became US Air back in the 60s.
Wow, okay.
Wow, Lake Central. I haven't even heard of that. For Megan, it was US Air. For Ilana, it was Qantas.
Wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why, Ilana. For Nancy, she says, I think my first flight was way back in 86 on United Airlines. Flew to Europe for a symphonic band tour. Nice.
Very nice.
Nice. Danny's saying, my first flight was in high school. I was nervous. We flew Delta. All my friends told me that Delta stood for don't ever leave the airport.
Oh my God.
Was it that bad for real?
No, it wasn't. Those friends were just trying to give him anxiety.
Maybe that was it. Dewey says, you can book me as your first customer on that group cruise. That's great.
Oh, Dewey, I would have put your information in and then called you. I know you're going.
Nick says, first flight probably about 1982, going to grandparents' home in Fort Lauderdale. Okay, nice. For Nancy, it was also in high school when she took her first flight. Mm-hmm. Nancy, looking forward to meet the Duchess of Drinks and the patron saint of international wildlife. Good deal. Eric says, Southwest was my first, but next Friday will be my first time flying them since 2013. Really?
Okay.
So it's going to be a reunion in a way for you.
You know what? You're going to like, we like Southwest.
Yeah, we do.
I like that they include the luggage. We don't have to worry about paying extra for that.
Right. Yep.
And they're very nice. They're just very nice.
Yep. Dewey says, my dad worked for the airline, so we flew all the time. Just like some families took Sunday drives, we took Sunday flights. Yeah. Wow, that's incredible. Christine says, I would totally do a bus tour. RVing would be better, though.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, it would be. What else? Some conversation among our fellow travelers. Danny commenting that TWA was good, NWA was better.
Northwest Airlines.
Was that Northwest Airlines? I remember them too. I actually flew with them as well. It's been a long time, but yeah, I remember Northwest Airlines. Iberia was mine, says Rafael. That is not really a surprise, considering that is the main Spanish airline.
Nostalgic good travel memories.
I guess. Christine saying that she flew to New York was a very short flight. Yeah, you go up and you go down, basically. Nick says, forgot to mention Delta. Triangle Coppers, my first plane ride was Mississippi to North Carolina to join the Marines. Oh, wow. Huh. Dewey says that the TWA hotel is at JFK.
Okay.
So right as you get to JFK, the hotel is there.
You like
Danny is also in favor of Southwest, just like us. Okay, that's cool. Nancy says, oh, yeah, I remember Northwest Airlines, right? Yeah. Troy says Delta to Atlanta was the first. Then it was bus to Fort Benning. The second time I flew, I just out of the airplane, airborne. Oh, there you go. Just going airborne, huh? Nice. Christine says TWA trip was to my grandparents in '88. For Greg Carter, he says that it was American Airlines was his first flight. Northwest Airlines flew straight out of Compton, says Nick. Okay. Megan says, I was an infant on my first flight. Oh, the vivid memories I have.
You know what? I was 7. And I went from Pennsylvania to Arizona.
Well, speaking about that, I think Megan is leading up to the next part we can discuss here. So about that very first flight you ever took, is there anything memory-wise that you remember very vividly, like something that you experienced or you did on that flight or something that happened? And if so, what was that?
You know what I remember on that flight? When I was 7 years old going to
You went to Arizona?
Right.
Yeah.
I remember my parents were smoking on the plane.
Yeah, oh, well, no doubt. I mean,
yeah, they were. I remember that they had little ashtrays in the little
in the armrests.
Yeah.
And
the stewardess asked me if I wanted. I had my head down and I was sleeping, and she woke me up and asked me if I wanted a coloring book and crayons.
Oh yeah, I had. But
she woke me to ask
those, me. The color plates and the crayons and all that. Yeah, they would come by and offer that to kids. I don't think they do that anymore.
Yeah,
it's more so. Because, okay, you have your screens now.
Yeah, they have the screens. They have their mom's cell phone or their own cell phone because if you're 6 months old, you have a cell phone now.
Yeah, but I always thought that was kind of neat that they offered that to kids. Mm-hmm. That's pretty awesome. And there was a time that I was really fond of airplane food.
I know.
That time is now gone.
You know what? There's another question because I don't have little kids anymore, so I don't know this. Do they still give crayons and stuff at restaurants? Crayons and like
at restaurants.
Yeah, they would give the kids a special menu that they could color and give like 2 crayons to the kids, or they could do like puzzles and stuff. Do they still do that anymore, or they just expect them to, have their phone?
I would assume they just expect them to have their phone. Christine just remembers that she also took a flight to Texas when she was 2.
Okay.
No, nothing. My mom said it was hot, so she doesn't remember anything about that. Then he says you could bring crayons and kids could color the barf bags.
There you go. You know what? I haven't seen those anymore either.
Yeah.
You know what? They don't have those anymore in that thing in front of you.
Nancy says, we once had to sit in the back smoking section of Iceland Air on the way over to Europe. I wasn't a smoker, still not, so I had a horrible headache that whole trip.
I bet you did. Oh my gosh.
That must have been horrible, Nancy. That must have been absolutely horrible. Pre-COVID, yes.
They did still give them out. Okay.
Greg says, yes, wish I went on it. My worst Christmas vacation ever. I went to Little Rock, Arkansas.
Oh my.
So not so pleasant memories for Greg, apparently. Then he says at restaurants they do, but not nowadays.
Because of COVID. Okay.
Yeah. That's a shame. Rafael says, I remember taking Ashley to Spain when she was a baby, and we were seated at a special place where they can connect a crib in front of you. It was nice to have both arms to use while she slept. Was sleeping.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that is neat. That is very neat. You don't see stuff like that anymore. Hey, Jimmy Cole's in the house.
Hey,
welcome in, my friend. Welcome back here in the International Travelers Hangout. Rafael says, yeah, they have Crayolas and coloring pages in a lot of places here. Okay, that's good. Eric says, I was in college. My first flight to Miami. I was excited. Me and my buddy were going to South Beach for the first time to go see the big Miami versus Florida State game at the Orange Bowl 2003 or 2004 Labor Day.
Okay.
I bet that was a nice trip for you, Eric. Tyrannical Cover says, longest flight, that was almost 18 hours.
That's a long flight.
For me, that would probably be, I'm going to say 12, something like that. Maybe a little shorter. Dave says, most vivid flight memory is landing in Tampa while seeing 2 water spouts on Tampa Bay. All the pilot said is, we are going to land very quickly. Whoa.
Wow.
That is...
very exciting.
Yeah, I have no doubt that it's going to be a memory that is still very vivid in your mind. That's incredible.
I'm all excited about Mexico.
Well, of course you are.
I mean, I'm like really excited. I mean, it's like really bad today. I'm so excited.
Well, that is probably why you're having hashtag Mexico brain going on, like Raphael said.
You know, y'all know that I wear my long sleeve shirts a lot of the time to go swimming. I actually got an Amazon gift card for Christmas, and I actually bought a new one. So I'll have my new swim shirt too.
There you go. Kimberly is all prepared already. That's great. All right. So looks like we have some more new people that just joined us. Well, new in terms of just joined the live stream. So once again, quick reminder to hit the thumbs up for us if you haven't done so yet. We would really appreciate that. Okay, I do think that there were some other topics here that we had.
I don't know. I think that was the main ones I wanted to talk about.
Well, yeah, but there was we had to come up with more. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Here's a question. What was this about? I wrote stuff and I don't know what it means.
You cannot read your own handwriting.
No. Okay. Here's a question. Oh, boy. Would you rather, if you could get, say we decided, like, we're not going to do Mexico.
What?
It's a question. I'm going to Mexico, no matter what.
I was going to say, did you lose your mind?
Would you rather, because now I guess like Southwest and some of them are doing this too. Would you rather get 100% of your money back if they canceled it? Okay, so like say United States shut down, nobody's leaving. Would you rather get 100% of your money back, or would you rather get 125% and a future travel credit with someplace like, we'll just say Southwest? And now that means that with 125%, you could use that on any Southwest vacation. Yeah. So that would be, I mean, that's all kinds of stuff you can do with that.
Yeah.
So that's my question. Would you rather have 100% of your money back? Would you want to keep it in there and do the 125%? Now, I know a lot of you have done this with cruising. In fact, we have a $600 credit on Carnival. Did you realize that?
I forgot, but yeah, now that you mentioned it, I remember.
Yeah. We have a $100 credit, then $600 onboard credit.
Yeah. Okay, so while we're waiting for some answers to come in on that question that Kimberly just asked, I'm going to go over some more comments here. Megan says, Kim just said, y'all instead of Jens. Everyone take a drink. You do hear y'all in this area from time to time, Megan. Hey, look, it's Three Souls Paranormal. Hello there, neighbor. How you doing? Awesome to have you in here. Three Souls Paranormal from the Pittsburgh area. Some meetings, some greetings. Then, Danny, I'm just waiting on the duct tape question. Maybe splash cards.
What? Oh my God!
Christine asking how the channel is going, what new stuff is in the pipeline. Well, Christine, so you may be aware of the fact that on the 1st of March, our channel will have existed a full year.
Yes.
Technically, it would have been the 29th of February, but since a leap year only occurs once every 4 years, it's going to be the 1st of March this time. Now, at that time, we will be in Mexico.
Yes.
So we're going to have a celebration in Mexico. And for the 2nd year, we can already tell you that we do have something planned. There's going to be a whole new element added as by means of a pilot project, really, to our channel. And we will see if that is something that our fellow travelers are even interested in. If they are, then yes, we will keep it up. If not, then we'll just cancel it and see what else we can come up with.
And we have kind of changed that. Our Wednesdays are more about what's going on in the world,
yes,
travel topics, things like that. And our Friday nights have just gotten a little out of hand.
Yeah, the Night Owl editions have become their own thing, and they have been getting increasingly insane lately.
But they're fun.
But they're fun.
And in a different way.
Yeah.
So
Rafael says, I would go, but now is even a worse idea. But oh, it would feel so good. Yeah. No doubt it would. No doubt it would. Kimberly, do not taunt him. So, in response to the question that we asked, the Griswolds would probably take the travel credit for the flights. Yeah.
Well, like I said, if it's a whole vacation, like I said,
yeah,
why not?
Yeah. So, you get the 25% extra.
They would get
Now,
their money
Cheryl
back.
and Ed would rather just get their money back, just no hassle, no nothing, just get their money back and go back to the drawing board. Okay, hey, there's just something to say for that too. Absolutely. Eric, however, is with the Griswolds. Well, he would get the 125% and the future credit. Raphael seems to agree with that. Threesos Paranormal says, I'm afraid of flying, so if I cannot drive, I'm not going. Okay. Hey, yeah, if you're afraid of flying, then that is clearly not an option. So that said, though, have you been out of the country at all, like to Canada or something, or Mexico, by car then? Megan says, money back. I have no idea how inflated travel costs may become in 6 months. That is true. That is a very, very good comment. Yeah, very, very important point. Dewey says, that is an easy answer. It is all the 125% future cruise credits that have allowed me to book so many cruises in the next couple of years. So, yeah. There's pros and cons to either way. There's no right and wrong. There's just different advantages and different disadvantages.
One of the cruise lines at the very beginning, when things just stopped, weren't they given it was a crazy amount, almost 200% future cruise credit or something?
That was probably when
way at the beginning.
Yeah, when crazy things happened and massive amounts of people were canceling their cruises.
Yeah, and because people were stuck in the ocean.
Yeah.
On ships. It wasn't good.
Yeah. Christine says she would take the 125% depending on where it was available. Okay, that's fair. Dewey says buy early and avoid the price increase. It's another way to go. Not to mention the huge discounts if you pay off early. Dewey adds to that. Yeah. I didn't realize that you actually get even bigger discounts if you pay off early.
Not always. It depends on what kind of specials are running. The thing is me and Neil tend to book late.
Yeah.
It's just the way we live.
Relatively late.
Relatively.
Nancy says that she usually takes 125%, but lately it is getting very tiring to have all these cancellations. I just want to cruise. Yeah.
Well,
we're at that point too, Nancy.
If they make Mexico, if they make Cozumel a home port.
Oh, we totally do it.
And they start cruising out of there. Nancy's coming with us. We'll that little Facebook group, the little messenger group we have for Mexico, it'll change from Mexico to cruise.
There you go. Megan says, would not want my money tied up, would rather have options.
Okay.
Yeah. Christine throwing in a good old woohoo. I think that is in response to our announcement that our anniversary for the channel is coming up. Mm-hmm. Nick says 100% back, invest in Bitcoin, make 400% back. Yeah, those cryptocurrencies, they are hot trading items right now. Dewey says that the night owl editions are the highlight of the week.
Aww.
Yeah. Well, we really appreciate that, Dewey, first of all. And yeah, it seems like the night owls, they're just really different. Really different from our Wednesday edition.
I'm glad
they're still travel related, but there is a huge humor element and a huge fun element.
Yeah, and we will be having another bottle of wine this week.
Oh, yeah, yes. Exactly. Yeah. Eric loves flying, he says. Yeah, same here, Eric. Same here. Although I do not like that they increasingly keep reducing the leg room on the flights. That I do not like.
It's not working out well for Neil.
No, not at all.
And I'll tell you what, I'm going to be honest with you. Okay, they're making the seats smaller this way too. Okay, my butt's barely fit in there at this point. It's ridiculous. I mean, there may be a little bit more of me to love, but but it's ridiculous. It doesn't need to be this big. It needs to be a normal size.
Yeah. Threesos Paranormal answering that they never left the United States. Okay. Have you traveled a lot within the States then? Christine saying, I'm going with Doge. Elon likes it. Okay. So Doge is yet another one of those cryptocurrencies, and Elon referring to Tesla, the big guy behind Tesla, Elon Musk. And says, I got my money back last time, but for 125%. I may take that.
See?
Yeah. Yeah, it's tempting for sure. Treno covers us
way.
either way is fine. He can see the benefits and cons on both sides.
When you because I'm a travel agent. I mean, when I book with Southwest Travel, keep in mind that's not just flights. Like this time for our vacation going to Mexico, I booked the flights, I booked the resort, and the transfers.
Mm-hmm.
We're all included in that one thing with Southwest Travel under that umbrella. So when you book it that way, and I am going to say this, okay, it makes a difference. Because a lot of people, oh, well, I booked the travel separate, and then I called this person. If you book it together, we paid next to nothing for our flights. No. Because right now, some of the people that booked directly with the resort at one point had different points and things like that and saved a lot of money. And by all means, if you can do that, you should. But if you're not going to do that, when you book a package like that, it really, really saves you money. It really does.
Yep. Greg would also take the travel credit for the flight. Travel covers prefers driving. Okay. 3 Souls Paranormal actually really wants to visit Greece. Okay, so it being said that you don't like to fly, the idea of flying, then
would you go by ship?
Yeah, I was going to say cruise ship would be your alternative.
Would you go by ship?
Yeah, that is an option for sure. Ilana also loves flying, have become addicted to the aviation YouTube channels. Okay. I can see that. Yeah. Dewey says, depending on the cruise line, but a lot of my Holland America cruises were huge discounts for early pay and all 125% future cruise credit from the canceled ones and the super sale on gift cards and excursions.
Wow.
Ooh. Yeah, you sure got your money out of that.
Now, I did find out this bit of information. I don't know where I found it out. It's one of those things that just landed in my brain. Now, and you can tell me if this is true, Dewey. When they refund you and you've used gift cards, they put it back onto the gift cards. So you must, if you pay for travel using gift cards, hold on to said gift cards. Because if you say, oh, it's already paid for, I just pitch them. Mm-hmm. Apparently, they actually put it back onto the gift cards. So if you don't have those gift cards, I don't know what the heck you would do.
Mm. Ilana says there are some small Aussie cruise lines doing domestic cruises, but they are so expensive. Example, $19,000 for 10 days.
Woo! Oh, well then, me and Neil just go for like 30 days.
Yeah, sure.
Fine. We have that kind of money.
Of course. We work at Walmart.
Yes.
Dewey says, if your butt barely fits, can you imagine my butt? Especially in the Aussie. That's great. Megan says 50K on AA return, not bad. To Eric, hey, family travel and excursions, welcome in, guys. Good to have you in here. Ilana says it is all okay. Talking to Megan here, and then Dewey says here, yes, refunds from items paid with a gift card go back onto another gift card, so you are forced to use it all on their cruises. But for me, that's not a problem. Yeah. Hey, if it is not a problem for you, then you might as well go with it.
But what I'm saying, you have to hold on to the original gift card, that little piece of plastic that you used.
Yeah, that's definitely something to bear in mind. All right, we are going to start wrapping it up in here. It's almost 7 o'clock, and that means that Hanny from the Beach Live, who showed up earlier in this live stream, he will be coming on next. If there's a moderator in here that would be so kind to put the direct link to Hanny's live stream in the chat, that would be very much appreciated. And let's do a good old-fashioned TTT raid again. Let Hanny know that we are sending fellow travelers his way. What?
Read what they said.
Nancy says, I've used lots of Carnival gift cards to pay for our cruises, and when those cruises got canceled, we got a new card issued to us in the amount of the refund.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
That's good. Dewey says, most gift cards are electronic now, and it is best to keep a spreadsheet to keep track of them all. Okay, yeah, that way you get everything nice and organized in one place. I can see that.
Okay.
Nancy says, no, you do not need the same gift card.
Somebody told me they did, and that's why I brought that up.
Yeah. Okay, so what else do we have coming up in the next 7 days or so, the next week? Well, obviously, Friday night at 11 p.m. EST, we will be doing our Night Owl edition.
And drinking wine.
There's going to be another bottle of wine that we will be tasting. And the increasingly infamous All Roads Lead to Travel game will no doubt be played once again. So if you're in for some travel-related crazy fun, then be sure to be there. Then on Monday at 4:30 p.m. EST, that's where you can find out more about this.
More about this.
This village that this building was part of. 4:30 p.m. EST. That is when our travel vlog about Spruce Forest Artisan Village, as well as the Castlemans River Bridge in Grantsville, Maryland, will be published. So we hope that you will be there for that one. And then we will be back to our Wednesday. I see in the meantime, Anthony has dropped a link for Hanny's live stream. So go ahead, go to Hanny's live stream, throw in that hashtag TTT rate, or just say TTT rate when you get there. That would be very much appreciated. Rafael also dropping in the link for that. And then he also says, with Disney, you have to keep the gift card. So I transfer my money to one. Okay. There you go. There's another way to go about it. Good deal. All right. Well, guys, that was a lot of fun once again on this Wednesday evening. It's more so the evening than the afternoon. So thank you so much to everyone who joined us today. Congratulations once again to Dave with the Travel Vlogger Spotlight.
Yes.
With this video in which it's just a very nice scene from the aft.
You know, we spend a lot of time and that, like, looking off the back of the ship like that. Neil and I really love it.
We do. And of course, also big congratulations to the 6 traveling shorts on becoming the next fellow traveler of the week.
Yes.
Thanks so much in particular to all of our moderators who made sure that this live stream ran nice and smoothly. Once again, always remember how much we appreciate you guys.
Always.
Until next time, this is Neil.
And I'm Kimberly.
And this is To Travel and Tour TV.
Bye.
Bye.